What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Capes, the renegade pop culture superhero slash comic centric podcast. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me on this panel is our fearless leader, Kiona.
Hello.
My fresh takes co-host, Brock.
Make sure Stephanie Brown and Cassandra Cain are going to be in Gotham Knights, damn it.
Yes.
Yes.
Especially now when they're getting a little push in the comics.
Yes.
And our guest for this evening, Tyler Rodriguez.
Heyo.
Yo.
So we got a lot of things to cover tonight. Our main topic will be a review of The Boys on Amazon Prime. But first, we have some news to tend to. Specifically, this weekend was the virtual version of New York Comic Con. And I'll be honest, much like San Diego, the fanfare wasn't really quite there, at least not compared to like the first day of DC Fandom, which was like a massive global event. But
It's amazing.
But just going around the horn, what are some of the highlights that you picked up on? Kiona, I'll start with you.
I liked the Hellstrom panel, which I was surprised at. They showed a little bit of the show, and at first I thought it looked pretty mundane, but actually there's a little twist in that preview that I kind of liked. So yeah, I'm willing to give that show a shot. It'll probably it'll fit in the space where Constantine was for me, I think. Except it's Marvel. And I'm also going to read some of the comics too. I'm going to read the Max series that came out a little bit ago, but they called that one Hellstorm, which is interesting. But anyway, so there was that. There was the X of Swords panel, which was cool. The 10 of Swords panel, I mean, actually. It's the X-Men crossover that's happening in the comics right now, so that was kind of cool. Listening to like them talk about the influence of tarot in this crossover, which is interesting. Also, the books have been really good so far. There's a Storm issue that was written by Vita Ayala, I think is her name, or their name, and yeah, they did a good job of writing that issue, I thought, and it was nice to see a little bit of Kitty Pryde and Storm kind of have a couple of scenes at the beginning and the end of the issue, so that was cool. What else at NYCC was good? I watched a little bit of the Dark Knight's Metal, the death metal panel that they had, which was interesting. Invincible, they debuted the trailer of Invincible, so that was cool. I know you're going to talk about that later on, Mike. And trying to let me see if I can remember. If I remember anything more, I'll let you know.
All right, Tyler, did you catch any of the NYCC panels?
Oh, I did. Yeah, a few. I was mostly interested in the stuff that was going on about the Stand. That was interesting to me.
Nice.
Yeah, I quite like that Stephen King story. I wish it would get a good adaptation. And this looks like it has a chance. I mean, I'll gotta have something interesting on the streaming service with oh Lord, which streaming service even is that anymore? Yeah.
By the time the Stand comes out, they'll probably have changed the name to Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I was going what's the name currently?
Yeah, as of now, they're still calling it CBS All Access. Which the only reason I don't have it now, because apparently I have every other service, is because I'm not the biggest Star Trek fan, so I was never in a rush to get the service just for Discovery. And
Yeah.
while we probably will cover Lower Decks on Tuned Up, Star Trek is one of those franchises that's if you weren't already if you weren't like kind of grandfathered into the franchise, it's kind of hard to get into it as a casual. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, because you're like, okay, to get into the series, you must watch these episodes from the original series, these episodes from Next Generation series, these episodes from these series. It's like, quality's all over the place when you look at something like, okay, I know everyone likes that episode Arena, but if you're not a hardcore fan, it is entirely hokey.
Brock, what about you? Any anything from the con that
I'm
stands
going to be
out to you?
personally honest. When I first saw the trailer for it, I had no idea that it was a comic, but it's from Dark Horse. I am most interested in Resident Alien.
Yeah,
actually.
Yes, I'm with you there.
I kept hearing about this. I'm like, what is this?
I need more Alan Tudyk in my life because I'm going to be honest. I was one of the few people that was absolutely pissed when Powerless got canceled because I was like, that's such a cool idea. Just people that have to live in the world with all that going on. I was like, yes, and then nothing. And I'm like, he doesn't have anything now.
You know what? You know why I
Like,
don't feel as bad. You know why I don't feel as bad about Powerless being canceled? Though, like that same creative team would then go on to do Harley Quinn.
That is true. That is very
Also, you'll find Alan Tudyk in literally every single Disney animated feature this
true.
decade.
Yeah, you're not
Yep.
wrong.
Oh, okay. I got a couple more here. So the X-Men, the art and making of the animated series panel was cool. Of course, the Boys cast interview was cool. They had the Star Wars High Republic,
Ooh,
which I did not watch, so I'm gonna watch that one though.
I saw it. I thought it was all right.
Okay, yeah, just mainly for information, really, just
Mhm.
because I want to know a little bit more of what's going on. Also, they had Ready Player Two on there.
yeah.
Buddy Ernest Klein. If Josh were here,
I'll pick up his steed because I am
Restart the clock. We mentioned Ready Player 2.
I'll pick up his steed because I am not a big fan of Ernest Cline's work. Oh no!
Oh, dude, you
I don't think any of us
you-
are.
Tyler, you should go back and listen to our free for all episode where Josh went on a tirade breaking down all of Ernest Cline's material.
The objectively only good thing to come out of his work was that podcast, like 173 pages. You're not going to get back. That was worth it, I think. Maybe.
Nice.
And
Um,
I know we joke about it a lot, but I actually really am looking forward to at the very least skimming through Ready Player 2.
Oh, me
Just be-
too.
Just because of everything that I've heard about the book. I've only seen the movie once in theaters.
Yeah, and the movie's a lot better than the book. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
He's like the film version of like the game director David Cage. I'm like, oh, I hate his work, but I look forward to it every time because I'm
Cage.
That is
never
so
bored.
That is so true. It is a train wreck. Oh, dude, you just made my day. He is a train wreck on wheels, but you're like, how bad is he going to screw it up? I need to see. How long does it take before the game goes off the rails from being really good? Oh, it's such a good comparison.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I can't wait to read what's gonna happen this chapter. Is he gonna freaking like stalk his girlfriend even harder? We'll never know.
Where's the women empowerment that gets taken away in 2 seconds? I need to see it.
Where's the pseudo Reddit rant about atheism? I want more of that.
You gotta
they-
love that class of like disaster artists.
Mhm.
USOs of the world.
Yeah, and he is certainly because he genuinely thinks this is a great book.
Mhm.
That's what makes it all the more heartbreaking or funny.
No,
That's
it's
what I
funnier.
always say about supervillains. The best supervillains are the ones who believe they're correct.
Absolutely. And this one, like, it was the most horrifying, like, eye-opening when I went on his website, and it's like, oh my god, this website is layered like a 1980s freaking overdose. It's like it's a Super Nintendo. It's connected to a Sega. It's connected to it. Ernest Klein, you're a mess, and I love you.
So I didn't actually get to see like the panel for this, but I saw images of the first look of Hulu's MODOK series,
Oh yes, I
Mhm.
saw the panel.
and this is one of those times where I really wish John Schnepp was still alive
Yeah.
with us because
Yeah.
like he would have been freaking out about this.
He was the one hardest MODOK stan you could ever see in your entire life. And his impersonations, I wish you could have John voicing him.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, it was just anybody go back through old footage. You could probably find a compilation too of just like his body movements and how his arms moved and everything. Or just hearing John Schnepp's rant when he was on, I believe it was the schmoes know about the Transformers series.
Oh God,
But
that is legendary.
Yeah, but anyway, that looks like it's straight out of Robot Chicken.
It does. I just hope though. I hope though it's better than some of that team's recent output. A while ago, Cameron and I reviewed Crossing Swords, which only Cameron saw, but he told me that it was one of the worst cartoons that he saw in 2020.
Yikes.
But Patton Oswalt's involved, so I have faith that this is going to be at least marginally better.
Yeah, I believe so.
Is Patton Oswalt MODOK?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Now, Fiona, you saw the panel. How what'd you think?
It was a good panel. It was entertaining to watch. I don't know about the show itself. They showed a little preview of it, and I didn't really care for it, honestly. It seems like something that would be something that I would watch or be excited for because I love Robot Chicken and all that. But I don't know. I don't know.
Does it not feel as fresh because shows like Harley Quinn and I guess even Venture
Maybe.
Brothers too have already
Maybe it's that. Yeah.
that's fair.
I kind of yeah, for me, I don't know. It just feels like it doesn't really work for me. And I can't really pinpoint why that is. It visually it looks really, really good. Like man, these guys have come a long way from the first season of Robot Chicken, like the technology has definitely improved and all that. But I say technology, but I just mean like stitching basically. But I mean it's like yeah, they I would say that for me it's just it seems okay for what it is. But yeah, MODOK is not my favorite Marvel villain to begin with, so maybe that's why. For
Does
the
it
MODOK
remind you of
fans-
Marvel Avengers? Is that why you don't like it?
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just the juxtaposition of the Avengers game and this now, and it's just like maybe it's too much MODOK. Can you have too much MODOK in your life? I just don't know.
Well, you can't have too much Kamala Khan.
Oh, we could
I
we
don't know,
could
'cause
always
that
have
game killed
we
it
could
for
always
me.
have more Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan is an awesome character that they ruined in the game for me personally.
I don't think she was that bad.
I thought she was annoying, but
Hmm.
doesn't have to do with it. It's not the actor's fault or anything. It's not the actress's fault who brought her to life. It's just the script was kind of, bad. And just the fact that they had the whole game. Okay, we're turning into an episode of Arcade here, but the whole game is like, it rests on a fan fiction contest, and that's how she got there, and that's how she.
Yeah, I know it's contrived, but at least with her, I kind of got a bit more attached to her because, well, the other Avengers characters are basically just the
Yeah.
how to put this
Yeah.
other than to quote Spaceballs and say they're the stunt doubles.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were. Yes, they were. I just watched Spaceballs too.
It's
good.
so good.
It's so good.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, did you guys hear about this show called The Watch?
I
The
heard
BBC
about
America
it.
thing?
I heard about it, but
Oh.
I don't really know much about it.
Okay.
Oh,
they
is
did.
that the Terry Pratchett one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's that's about the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, that same.
I
I'm
remember
curious,
read
so
some
I'll
of
probably watch
Discworld.
that
It's a
panel.
good book.
Dude, Brock, they have a Raw Superstar panel.
Okay, I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Monday Night
Anyway,
Raw.
Yes.
More evidence that we need a wrestling podcast.
a wrestling podcast. Yeah.
We
Okay.
do.
So,
Oh, we do.
but yeah, some cool stuff at NYCC. I think that they did a little bit of a better job in terms of presenting it than San Diego Comic-Con did, in my opinion.
Is that because the panels were they had like premieres instead of just
Yeah, I think
I-
so. I think because they kind of highlighted stuff more, or they just had a better presence on YouTube, because that's how I'm primarily watching it.
yeah. I've been getting like emails from ReadPop because I've been to Comic-Con in the past. So like
Mhm.
I've kind of been keeping up with like what's going on, but also I also just been stalking the YouTube channel and clicking on, the ones that have interested me the most.
Do you guys think that maybe this time around they were a little bit less, what do I want to say? They were a little bit more motivated just because of how hard DC fandom brought it compared to people were like, Comic-Con sucked. DC fandom was amazing. Do you think maybe they were kind of like, we should try maybe?
It's possible.
Maybe.
Like this off-brand first-time thing took your event that is known for kicking ass every year behind the woodshed and shot it in the back of the head. Maybe you should try a little harder. It was like, yeah, and I did not watch the full event myself, but from what it sounds like, you guys, it sounds like it was maybe like a point or two above what the other one was, just because they had more content.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that, and also generally speaking, what I think I've always kind of liked about New York Comic-Con a little bit more than Diego is that the panels are usually like the stuff that they're showcasing is a little bit more immediate.
Yeah.
Like for example, and I'll probably bring this up when we on the next episode of Tuned Up. They had a panel for DreamWorks' Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts, and
yes,
and the final season premieres tomorrow.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like that's what I'm talking about when I say immediacy.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hellstrom is coming out on Friday too, so
yeah, it reminded me of certain E3s where Xbox would go, and this is available now.
Yeah.
Heck, under your seats, you got a copy. Yeah.
Dude, they did a Mortal Kombat thing with Ed Boon too. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, because of the recent DLC announcement, which was very interesting.
Yeah,
it
was really good.
Rambo
the fact that
in your Mortal Kombat, I like it.
The fact that they got the guy back to actually do the voice lines from Shao Kahn is the best because he says all of them. All of them.
That's awesome.
Oh, believe me, I know, because when I played MK11 back in the day, I think it took me like 5 hours to beat him, so I think I have all those lines memorized.
That's the best. Nice.
Oh, and they're doing they had the Animaniacs cast and producing panel, and they also had Valiant panel, because Valiant Comics is one of the companies that I really like, so it's cool. Yeah, they did a good job this year, I think.
One more thing I want to talk about before we dive into the Invincible trailer is they had a panel for the Batman Death in the Family interactive film, and the way they described the interactive part of the movie was just so fascinating. I love how passionate these guys are about the source material, about revisiting Under the Red Hood, which is still my favorite Batman direct-to-video movie.
Oh yeah.
And also how they explained they explained how they wanted to sort of recreate for newer fans who weren't around in the 80s to vote whether to kill or save Jason Todd. I think
that vote come down like an incredibly narrow amount.
Oh yeah, I think it was I think the winner was by maybe one vote.
Wasn't there something where this could be total crap, but wasn't there something where someone rigged a phone to call in there repeatedly to get him killed?
I've heard that before.
Yeah,
I've never heard that one.
I kind of always do love fan participation. It reminds me, I think, was it the third Gears of War game where it's like, if you vote this way, we'll kill off this side character or not.
Oh yeah, that was I forget the character's name though.
Clayton Carmine.
Oh yeah, the Carmines.
Also, before anyone comments, I meant MK9, not MK11. I know how you MK fans are like. Don't correct me.
That's why I waited. I'm like, they're all together, and now when they're doing timelines, I don't blame you for getting messed up. Oh man. But
yeah. my one disappointment though with Death in the Family is that the interactive part is only for the physical disc. On digital, I think I think it's just it's just like all the different options like viewed separately, which kind of takes the fun out of it for those who are physical media collectors.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main gimmick here.
Yeah.
But then again, if this gets me to buy the DVD, then so be it.
That's true.
They had a Batman Beyond cast interview as well, so that should be an interesting panel to watch. I just couldn't fit in all these panels, so
yeah, I had a hard time fitting in everything.
The Venom King in Black thing is kind of interesting as well, because I enjoyed what I read of Absolute Carnage, so I'll give that a shot.
You should read Minimal Carnage. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's a thing. You should go
I'm
read
not
it.
surprised. Yeah. Minimal Carnage, sure.
Yeah,
Honestly, is Donny Cates writing that one too?
I have no idea. I never checked who wrote it because someone just sent me some panels and sent me the cover, and it's just a bunch of tiny itty bitty carnages going at people.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Carnage is like
Sounds
second only
awesome.
to like the Punisher when it comes to absurd titles that actually are real.
Speaking of, okay, now that I have a chance to talk about this, like with absurdity, nothing beats the one time where I believe it was a Ukrainian mob boss where the Punisher drugs him, takes him out to the woods. While he's asleep, he loops the guy's intestines around a tree, but then drugs him up so much that he won't die from the pain and cauterizes his wounds. The guy wakes up and he goes, "Let's talk."
What?
No, the best one for me was from Welcome Back, Frank? The one where it's like the guy's like, someone dug up the Punisher's family.
Yeah, they pissed on his family's grave.
And he's eating a burger into the camp, like the freaking like panel, it's just him going like it's so great. And, like, people in the restaurant are going like, man, I feel bad for that guy. He signed his death warrant like 10 times over.
That's so true. Oh, I learned about half this from Matt McMuscles, but yeah,
Me too.
It's ridiculous.
Comics are weird.
Yeah,
They have their moments.
We didn't even mention the Geisha storyline.
Do you remember that one where Punisher and Wolverine were fighting each other, and then Wolverine opens his like he beats up the Punisher, and then he opens up a bag and like a duffel bag, and then all these muscle magazines fall out, and he goes like, "Well, Frank, that explains a lot," and then he walks them off.
Oh no, I didn't know about that.
That was like, I remember because that was when I was on the comics fan message boards back in the day, and like Frank Thierry was talking to people about it, and he said that he wrote that because Garth Ennis wrote like a Punisher issue where like he totally beat up Wolverine. So Frank Thierry got in there and he wrote like a Wolverine issue where he beat up the Punisher.
That's funny. That's amazing.
Yeah, if you ever want to be sarcastic, just use the Punisher. It's so easy.
That should be a Capes version of this where we just bring up our favorite, most ridiculous storylines. Like I can finally go into depth about Rain and many other stupid Spider-Man stories. Just have a whole go at about the stupidest stuff we've ever read. That would be a lot of fun.
Speaking of Spider-Man, we have some news to cover in a little bit, but before we get there, I want to dive a little bit into the Invincible trailer, because this cast is probably one of the most stacked I've seen for any show, animated or otherwise. First of all, Invincible is it's a property by Robert Kirkman and Skybound Entertainment, and it looks great.
Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, created by Robert Kirkman and artist Corey Walker, illustrated by artist Ryan Otley. It was a comic that came out in 2002, and for the longest time, Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg were trying to get a movie off the ground, but then it was announced a couple years ago that Amazon was making an animated series, and the series looks pretty good. It kind of looks like the animation design of Young Justice and those like DC animated films.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I actually first remember that series from, I believe it was the Telltale Walking Dead game. They kept throwing in Invincible references, and I'm like, what is this? Google. Okay, this is kind of interesting. It's a good comic series. I
Yeah,
hope they
pretty
throw the was it Dinosaurus in there. That character was fun. It's basically
yep.
it's basically Super Dinosaur, but he's in this comic now.
I
Yeah,
think the
so-
animation looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's just like some of the names. We have Stephen Young as
Yep.
as the main like
yeah.
the main character, Mark Grayson. We have J.K. Simmons playing his dad, Nolan, or Omni-Man. Then we have Sandra Oh, Mark Hamill. Seth Rogen plays Alien the Alien.
Nice.
Gillian Jacobs plays Samantha Eve Wilkins, or Adam Eve.
She's great.
And then there's Zazie Beetz, Walton Goggins, Jason Mantzoukas as Rexplode.
That's like perfect name for him.
Yep.
Rex.
Perfect
Carrie
character for
Payton is Black Samson. Zachary Quinto is Robot, or Rudy Connors. And
Everyone
then
reads The Walking Dead. This is the comic you're missing. These names give away just how much fun Kirkman is.
Kevin Michael Richardson plays the Mauler twins and Monster Girl. That'll be interesting. And Mahershala Ali as Titan. I could go on, but this list goes like forever. Oh, and also Grey Griffin as Shrinking Ray. So yeah, there's
Awesome.
a lot of talent in this.
Yeah. Grey Griffin is awesome.
Yeah.
Great Delisle.
I'm sure it wasn't very hard for him to get Steve Ewan in the lead role. It's like, hey, Kirkman calling you. Want to be another thing I did?
Yeah,
We got
I'm
this
pretty sure
stuff.
Cameron and I are gonna talk more about this on Tuned Up, but I just need a second to gush about this now, because I know how much I know how much Kirkman has wanted to get an adaptation of this off the ground, and I'm glad that the success of The Boys and other comic book properties has made this possible.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Also, Doom Patrol's probably helped a little bit on that too. Not as much as The Boys, but a little bit.
Yeah, well, The Boys is more directly responsible because of Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are living in a great time for comic book adaptations. So great that Marvel has decided now it's time to introduce general audiences to the multiverse. And boy howdy, they're pretty much going all in with Phase 4.
Yeah.
So-
that's a light way to put it.
They are. Yeah.
So as far as we know, things kick off in, I believe, December with WandaVision, which ties into Doctor Strange and the madness of the multiverse. And then it was announced that Doctor Strange will be in Spider-Man 3, and also Jamie Foxx is coming back.
That was the one where I'm like, what in the bloody blue hell are you doing? I'm like, are you just giving him a second chance as Electro, or is he that Electro? And then I'm like, okay, I guess he's that Electro. I'm like,
I
Well,
think it has to be a
about
redo.
that.
I'm thinking it's like Deadpool has to be a do-over.
oh yeah, I get that. It's just that he's not their Electro. He's someone else's that happens to be coming here. I'm like, okay.
What's interesting is Jamie Foxx posted on Instagram like a little bit about him coming back as Electro. He deleted the tweet though, but in the description he said like, I won't be blue this time, but I'll still be 1,000% badass.
Yeah.
Was Gap Tooth still be fixed?
Let's hope so.
Oh.
That movie, I saw that movie once, but I will never forget him having like the largest like gap tooth I've ever seen on a man, and then like electricity managed to fix it.
They had to show all of the things of all of them. It fixes his teeth. And I'm like, that's a really good origin for him, though. Experimental eels and stuff like that. I'm like, that's really cool. And that happens like a minute later, and I'm just like, yeah, Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Honestly, all I ask for is that Jamie Foxx is wearing the classic Electro costume with the helmet and everything.
I was about to ask, do you think they'll do that, or how they did it in the Marvel Spider-Man where it's a scar on his face?
Oh, no.
Whatever they
I hope not.
But I just really want the helmet. If Mysterio, if Jake Gyllenhaal gets to wear the
fishbowl,
They did pull it off.
Yeah, he did.
Keona,
man,
thoughts
that's
on
great.
all of this madness of
Yep.
the multiverse?
You know, I say bring it on. I say just go nuts. Why not at this point? You Marvel has done like the Endgame thing. They're an established force in cinema. You might as well just go completely off the rails and see what sticks. I don't know. At this point, you can always just reboot it. If it doesn't work, if people end up hating it, you can always just reboot it, recast the whole thing, and just.
I mean,
know,
people they forgave
to
him for
me-
the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. So to me, I'm just like, bring it on. Bring
Yeah.
on Jamie Foxx as Electro again. Because you know what? I didn't hate Amazing Spider-Man 2. I actually did not. So
I didn't hate it either, but it's not great.
no, it's not.
It is it feels way more cynical in
Yeah.
by design.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
but I'm not one of those people who villainizes Sony for existing.
No. But this one you could kind of get away with slightly. I mean, it was I the only one that heard dollar signs when I saw that character walking down a hallway, which is like, hey, there's that character's outfit. There's that character's outfit. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they're setting up a Sinister Six thing, so
I know, but it's like they killed me. Like, why is Doc Ock's arms there? I'm like, are they just gonna give it to some guy? Hey, your Doc Octopus now go.
That's true. Yeah. I remember an old story that Stan Lee wrote where his arms literally broke out of jail to come in and find Otto Octavius.
That's awesome.
That was like one of the first stories I ever read.
That's the sort of silliness I live for.
Yeah, I love that.
If they had done that, that would have been awesome. But I mean, like, you know what though? I love the Emma Stone Andrew Garfield chemistry, so that's the thing that really
was
kept me
good.
coming back.
Yeah.
It was, and I hope that, man, what bugs me out about, I'm not mad that we have Zendaya, and one thing I really respected about what they were doing with the Amazing Spider-Man films is they were actually going to do, no, Peter had Gwen first, then he got to MJ.
Yeah.
And man, you couldn't have gotten much better than Emma Stone. And I will tell you right now, I do not like that damn film, but that scene where she gets knocked down the clock tower and you see her head crack off the pavement, I'm like, okay, you did it harder than the comics did, because there was not though, oh no, I didn't realize her neck snapped when I stopped her. No, and then they show the blood coming out of her nose. I'm like, okay, I need to sit down for a little bit. What? Yeah.
As far as like singular scenes in all the previous Spider-Man films, probably one of the best, and one of the best were like Gwen Stacy's death and the Sandman transformation from Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say when he plays the itsy bitsy spider on the electrodes.
That's a valid answer.
That's just silly.
Yes, you are very correct about the Sandman thing. That is very beautiful. The music and everything, it's amazing. And when he can't grab his daughter's locket right away, oh, so good.
Yeah. It's a shame it's attached to the rest of the movie.
Now we're talking a lot about all of the previous Spider-Man films, so I think now's a good time to.
Well, we went to Spider-Man 3, so we got another Spider-Man 3. That won't at all cause problems with the people.
Well, about that, there's a rumor going around that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire will somehow end up in Spider-Man 3, creating a, I guess, live action Into the Spider-Verse.
And then isn't it they're each gonna fight at one of their old villains? Wasn't that kind of part of that rumor? Like that's why Electro's back, because he's gonna fight Andrew Garfield. And then I tell you, I don't care how bad that movie is. If I get to hear Willem Dafoe back as the Goblin. Avenge me! Just one more time. It's worth it for those 2 seconds.
We'll meet again, Spider-Man.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that actually would make it completely worth it. It's like how my favorite moment of the last film was when, oh my God, they brought back J.K. Simmons.
I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these beans.
To get this PlayStation 5 pre-order.
Yes. But
So where did that rumor originate, Mike?
Uh,
Yeah, I was about to say.
the bane of my existence.
You.
We got this covered. A website.
A website that should be labeled for entertainment only.
Yeah, I've seen websites like this before. There was Movie Pilot.
Yes.
There's Cosmic
Book News.
Yes. Yes.
There's like every few years we get like one of these like
what was Grace Randolph's comic book thing?
I think she had an old channel before Beyond the Trailer.
It was like something the Ink, right?
Yeah, Think Inc.
I think it was something
Terrible
Think
name.
Ink. It had the word ink in it. It could be Think Ink. It had ink in it, but she was another one where it was just like, so someone's dealer on the street told me.
My first introduction to her was like an IMDb where it's like, hey, check out this review from this lady. And then just like, I personally think that the first 50 Shades of Grey film is a feminist masterpiece. I'm like, done.
So
But
what we're trying to tell you is don't believe everything you read. Make sure if you're going to spread around news, make sure it comes from a reliable source.
If it's from We Got This Covered, don't share it.
No.
Please.
No. My favorite meme is, the Captain America in Spider-Man Homecoming.
I know you're going with this.
He just sits down in the chair and he goes, so you got a story from We Got This Covered. It's the best. It's so perfect. It fits it so well. It's just, and they're aware of it too at some points. I'm so well they're aware that they get clicks from just absolute horseshit that they try harder. Yeah.
To be fair, they also probably are a war criminal at this point too.
Have you guys noticed, like on Twitter, there are a bunch of like bot accounts that only share "We Got This Covered" stories.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised.
That's a hell.
Like
no one else is gonna do it.
Yeah, they're all disguised as like DC fan 2020, like 2067 or
Entertainment bot 153.
David Ayer was okay 452.
Snyder cut 2038.
And you can tell they're bots because like they'll have a caption of like describing the article, but like but the tweet itself has like no comments, no, like a handful of likes and maybe like one retweet.
My favorite thing is their description of the article will be the exact title of the article that they're sharing. So it's an exact copy. I'm like, oh yeah, you're not a bot, not whatsoever. Oh man. But anyway, back to the news. If we had to select, and I'm just being an asshole at this point, thinking if this rumor is somehow true, I somehow want, if we could get it, because it was supposed to happen and it will not happen. They were setting it up pretty hard, and I'm pretty sure that there was a substantial amount of groundswell behind it, that eventually they were setting up Bruce Campbell to be Mysterio in those original movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
If somehow Tobey Maguire comes back
cool.
and there's another Mysterio that Tom Holland's Spider-Man has to deal with, but it's Bruce Campbell.
Dude.
Oh my god, please.
I'd be for it.
Well, we know he's going to be obviously in the next Doctor Strange movie. I just don't know what.
I don't know.
And that Delta's going to show up again too.
I gotta say, like having Sam Raimi directing multiverse, like Madness in the Multiverse, gets me so much more excited than anything else in the MCU.
I absolutely agree. Because before I'm like, oh, this could be interesting. Who's directing? Okay, where's my ticket?
Above or below 60% with him directing that we get Shumagorath to show up in Multiverse of Madness.
I'll say slightly under.
Okay.
I say
Yeah,
70%.
I'm just like, if anyone's gonna put him in a movie for 2 seconds, it's gonna be him.
I'll go
Oh, yeah.
maybe 55.
Okay, all right.
A little over half. But yeah, if anybody's going to do it, you're right. It's going to be him. Yeah.
Oh.
That's just cool that Sam Raimi's involved in the MCU. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I need more Sam Raimi in my life, frankly.
I know.
More Sam Raimi directed
I want him
films.
to have like a bit of a redemption because he hasn't done a ton of interesting things lately.
Yeah.
Like at most he's been producing a lot more.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But I keep hearing like he's gonna direct like a remake of like that French gangster film, A Prophet. I heard about it at one point. I'm like, no, don't do that, please. No.
This is his first big directing gig in a while. He's probably gonna have a lot of pent up just drills ready to go for what he wants to do in a movie, and you're gonna have a lot of opportunity to do whatever the hell you want when there's multiverse involved.
Yeah. It wasn't the last one like Oz the Great and Powerful. Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh God.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that was like 7 years ago.
Yeah, 2013, April 2013. I remember that.
Jeez.
Time is slipping away.
So are you guys ready to talk The Boys yet? Or do you have any other lingering thoughts?
Bring
You
on the
want to be
boys.
my lover? I'm sorry, I can't think of The Boys without thinking Spice Girls now. It's in my head. I can't.
Ginger
about you.
Spice or nothing else.
I don't know about you, but like anytime I think of The Boys, I'm immediately drawn to Billy Joel.
That is very true.
Thanks to Huey Campbell and his obsession with Billy Joel.
Huey.
This season did not start the fire.
It was always burning.
Exactly.
Pressure!
It's always been burning since World War II.
I guess.
Apparently.
I guess. She was getting some Nazi dick and that started the fire.
So that's where white genocide came from.
It did.
Okay, so
Homelander's
before
face when she says it.
So before we
son.
dive into season 2, just really quick, what does everyone think of the series as a whole?
Great.
Loving it.
It is great and we're loving it. And I will admit that I love it. And I have not read the comics, so I cannot say that they're not just doing it because the comics does it. My only problem that I have with the show is that at some points it seems like, and again, these could be direct moments from the comics. Like I know one was, and we'll get into that later. And it's just kind of like we needed to have something really kind of controversial to make people feel uncomfortable there. It's just there for 2 seconds and it cuts away. And it was like the moment for me in season 1 was, and then it carries on for a little bit. So I was okay with it. But like the breast milk thing, the first time was Stillwell. I was kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And then the fingers in the mouth simulating the breast feeding. I'm like, what am I watching? What in the actual fuck am I watching? But
yeah, Homelander is not okay.
No, he's not. But like,
It's not
Yes,
okay.
he's-
It's not okay.
But yeah, it's
One
like
might
the show.
say.
The show is great. It's exactly what it wants to be, and I understood that as it went along, and I got the gist of it. So yeah, there was a couple times where it's just like, that's just kind of to be controversial at points. And there's one that I will bring up. Again, I'm very sure it's in the comic because it's a direct ripoff of other things superheroes have done, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, and this season has led to the weirdest things where I'm like, someone in public will go, I just really love Stormfront. I'm like, what are you? Oh, right.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
I
Just
I
don't
haven't
like the word Nazi.
I haven't read the Boys comic either, but I kind of know about it through just cultural osmosis.
Yeah.
And one of the things I like about the show is that kind of like how Matthew Vaughn has adapted Mark Millar's comics. Eric Kripke and Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg have done a really good job of like taking Garth Ennis's work, which is at times like very mean spirited.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he like he does a great job of like sanding off some like the rougher edges and adapting the material to like updating the material so that it like it really like adapts to like the modern landscape of superheroes. Like season 1 really leaned into like criticizing like the media's obsession with superhero culture, like blockbusters that are, you know, movies like the Avengers, which are like always at the top of the box office, and then just all like the hoopla surrounding superheroes. And season two is when it gets a whole lot better, because now they're using superheroes as even sharper commentary for like current events.
Yep.
Um,
One of those big current events is Zack Snyder.
Oh yeah,
or I
yeah.
should say Justice League.
Yep. Also, the scene like early in season 2 where they were shooting the "Girls Get It Done" promo was a great like it was a great like take that at the end game moment where all the female Avengers kind of joined forces.
Oh yes.
Knew how to join forces for that one moment, even though they were clearly like about 60 feet apart in different directions and had no clue Peter Parker was there.
Yep.
Guys, we had to have some corporate feminism thrown in there because we had to.
I get that, but you could have just had her going
I
along.
still like that scene.
I
I
hate
still
it.
have a problem with that scene.
I don't hate it, but
I-
I know exactly what they're trying to do.
Oh yeah.
I
Of course,
get that,
of course.
and the idea of that scene could have been done a little bit better because it's like,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I got
could.
it. We're gonna give it to Captain Marvel, who is the invincible super being that just took down a carrier. I don't know how you're gonna get through all those jobbers to get to that van. Oh wait, we're here.
The Pepper Potts will save the day.
Don't worry,
Okay.
you got Repo Man and pre-2000 Christian right there. That's all you have to get through. Like, are you kidding me?
Dude, Repo Man would have just made short work of those jobbers.
You would have took that van and the gauntlet and made them pay for it.
That's right. Would have repossessed it.
But yeah, anyway,
Your
That
ass
was-
is mine now.
it is. Every scene they have in those like promos and stuff like that, they're appropriately cringy. And I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And that was one of the main ones.
The one detail I've loved about the series as a whole is the use of color. Like you know what's real and what's fake based on like the color grading.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you know it's either a movie or a promo when it's like the full like fully colored out colored, but when it's like darker tinted, that's the real world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yes, we all know that aesthetic is ripped right from Zack Snyder's DC universe.
It works. It works. Yeah, I try to explain this series to people at work that don't know anything about like non-mainstream superhero movies,
Mhm.
and trying to explain to them that the superheroes in this show like are the people actually starring in their own movies and stuff like that, and that they have like their own stock market like retail and things, and they're just like, that sounds like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, that's part of the point. It's supposed to be how stupid it could get if these people were real. And then like I explained one thing that I believe it was on the X-Men podcast. I could be the second X-Men retrospective podcast where we talked about how it was DC Fandom. That's why, because we brought up evil Superman.
Yes.
One thing that we thought where it's like they kind of overdo evil Superman sometimes, and it kind of be cliched. And some points where Superman is so unbelievable, they have to make him evil to make interesting stories. this is a totally different version. This is not an evil Superman. This is a douchebag Superman of like what he would get if he just, no one ever tried to oppose him. And he knows full well no one can. And he uses that to an advantage where it's just like, I have to get this out of the way before I can get anywhere. Like Anthony Starr needs to be Albert Wesker yesterday.
Yeah,
Yes.
And I can never not see it. Him talking with Stillwell or he's from Breaking Bad. I can't think of his name.
Mr. Edgar.
Mr. Edgar.
Yeah.
That is just
Dan
him.
Edgar,
Yeah. That is just Wesker talking about bioweapons. That's all it is. I'm like, that guy, the guy from Umbrella Academy, his name escapes me. He will do fine. But if you ever need to step down, give him a small country. I don't care what you need to do. Get Anthony Starr's Wesker immediately.
He can do an accent. He's from like Australia. He's a Kiwi. He can do
New
anything.
Zealand, yeah. Yep.
The reason why Homelander is such a good evil Superman is because he was not raised by Ma and Pa Kent. He did not have a Jonathan or Martha. So the only way to write a good and compelling evil Superman is to ensure that he's under Arrested Development. Like a Superman in Arrested Development means he was not raised by loving parents. So
He was raised by the Bluth family.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I joke, but that actually kind of similar. Actually, it really is.
But yeah, that's what makes him interesting. And I also think it kind of makes the ending of the season pretty tragic because towards the end, it like they set up him like kind of forming his own family by like trying to be a father to the bastard child Ryan, and Stormfront being like the surrogate mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh man.
He got it hard. I saw Tony put in a comment on his status that was I believe it was Tony put up that was one of the most well-deserved and well put out ass kickings in a TV show ever. And I thought that the 3-on-1 was what he meant, and that was part of it, but yeah.
Yes.
The fact that she's still sitting there spewing German rhetoric while pretty much getting Anakin on the freaking side of that forest is just like
You know what she was talking about? Like somebody translated it, and apparently she was talking about a memory that she had with oh god, I have to bring that up, but I think it was with like Rommel or somebody like that,
or like Heinrich Himmler.
Yeah,
one of them.
I think it was more of a general. I think it might have been Rommel, which that would make sense.
but something like a memory or something that she had from like her early days as a Nazi.
That's cool. I figured that was probably going to be something that's like a future storyline, because obviously whenever something is not important or needs to be kept secret, they never translate the foreign language that gets spoke. It's always just speaks in German or whatever.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like I constantly ask my German aunts, like, can you translate this? Like, what show is this? I'll tell you later.
And also the fact that they said, and I quote, to quote Homelander, has been incapacitated.
All right. I think one of us has to go. Tyler will be departing. So before you go, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I thought the show was absolutely amazing. Loved it. Last episode, I think, ticked off quite a few people, but yeah, whatever. What doesn't with the show?
Yeah.
This is a show that was introduced into me as like a guy running through a girlfriend and explode. That was my first scene I ever saw of the show.
Yeah.
That was a great way to set the tone for everything.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I gotta go early again. Fargo's on right now. Have a good night, everyone. Had a lot of
All
fun.
right,
good.
peace
It was
out.
good to meet you, Tyler.
See you, Tyler.
See ya.
All right.
Okay, I'm looking at it here, and I'm looking at the translation just to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was Frederick Vaught, who is the guy who's behind everything. Like he created the company that is controlling all the soups and everything like that, or at least most of them. The 7. at the very
Nice.
least. So what it says, this is according to Reddit. It says that she said, "It was so beautiful how the three of us sat there in the shade of an apple tree. Do you remember the day, Frederick? Chloe's arms out of the car window. We found the perfect spot by the river in the shade of an apple tree. It was the first time Chloe ate fresh apples." So it's a memory of
Oh.
like her and her, I guess, in like the
Daughter?
past, in her like, a good memory or something that she had, which almost plays on, like you almost feel a tinge of regret for what happened to her, but not really. But is she really dead?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because it shows all the damage she can take, and they never hit a vital organ.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Kripke even confirmed that she's not dead. I read something earlier in an interview, like he's kind of like he's talking about the season finale, but he's also kind of teasing season 3.
Mhm.
And he said like, nope, she's not dead.
Mhm.
And because she can she ages slowly. The intent was that, the girls were like, beating her to hell, and that her kind of punishment is enduring that pain for, as long as she's been alive. So basically it's a fate worse than death.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So what is the deal with like Black Noir and the way that he is, like could they put her in that same kind of program if they wanted to sort of like reprogram her and make her like a super soldier type thing?
Ooh,
I might be misunderstanding what Black Noir is though.
Yeah, I never got the full deal on what exactly he is, other than the fact that he has a tree nut allergy. I'm like, what is he? And he looks burnt. He looks burnt from what I saw. Yeah.
You only really get to see him for like a couple seconds at most.
So what if she goes full Vader on us and comes back and is like reinvented, and they don't allow people to know that it's Stormfront?
He gets a third identity.
Maybe.
I honestly wouldn't put it past them.
It was originally in comics, she's a guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, there's another character.
Yes.
Like there's another character who goes through a similar gender swap.
Yep.
In the show, her name is Victoria Newman. She's the
head
just
popper?
call her the popper.
The head popper. The fan four stick Doctor Doom.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
You thought you forgot, I didn't.
Dude.
But yes, that is her. And
really? Okay, that's cool.
Again, another tidbit from that interview I read. I am scared. I am terrified for Huey going into season 3 because he thinks that he's standing on his own 2 feet by applying for a position working for Newman, but nobody knows yet that she's a soup. Like not only that she's a soup, because the boys have worked with Kimiko and Starlight.
Yeah.
And Mesmer and
but they're not aware of the head popper yet.
I'm just waiting for that. There needs to be a mutually exclusive everyone goes to shit moment, because Serge, Mother's Milk, and Billy all kind of, well, Billy not to the larger extent, just kind of walks off. Everyone has their names cleared. Everyone gets a mutually pretty okay, if not extremely happy ending. And then all of a sudden they're like, no, Huey's in some trouble. And then something's going to happen with Huey. And then Butcher's going to go, you don't hurt my little cunt, I'm going to come kill you. I'm just like, that's what's going to happen.
I have a feeling that's going to be the setup for season 3.
Oh.
But there are some other moments that we need to talk about before we wrap this up.
Can I say that I love Anthony Starr's his version of what Stormfront said at the end there, because somebody on Twitter asked him, or somebody on Reddit or something asked him, and he said, well, she was talking about the best pizza toppings of 2019.
That's funny. That's awesome.
He probably just didn't know.
Speaking of best moments, can we appreciate the fact that they turned Iceman into Pyro?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I wonder what the pitch was to him, you know?
It's like, you remember X3? I don't want to. You get to be Pyro.
He's like, awesome.
And
Could literally
he
fight himself
apparently
if they
is
put him in
obsessed with
Mortal
porn.
Kombat.
Exactly. What was that, Mike?
He's obsessed with porn.
Yeah, especially bad superhero porn.
Okay, what was that thing with the deep?
Um,
And like, what episode was it? It was one of the earlier episodes. I
When he
think?
was talking to his gills.
Yes. What was that all about, man?
that was a trip.
Oh Lord.
Or the part where that girl has the sexual fantasy that she needs to finger his
my-
gills.
Oh.
I was like, no, stop. Get the scene over with. That is so like, oh, it hurt me. That was one of them where I'm like, there's multiple points where I'm like, this scene needs to be over with. I can't watch this. And that was one of them.
And weren't the Gills voiced by Patton Oswalt?
It was Patton Oswalt. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my
Man.
God. That was such a weird scene.
And
There are a lot of weird moments from the series.
The scene that really got me though was the whale.
yeah.
I have a thing about like animals, like even fake animals getting like completely I don't know, like mauled on
Obliterated.
screen or something and just whimpering at
Yeah.
the like it was just I was like, oh no.
That's just,
You killed the whale.
I kind of thought they were going to ramp up it. And then I'm like, they don't have the angle. They're going to destroy that whale. And then you just see Huey just blood soaked going, no, I'm going to wait. I'm done.
And the whale was like whimpering its last few heartbeats out.
I
and
saw
was
the
just like,
heartbeat while he was in
"Oh."
there. I'm like, ah.
That literally hurt me. I was like almost in tears, dudes. I was like just
There was just
They didn't need to go that hard with that scene.
yeah, that was a little much, man. Just take out the whale like dying its last few breaths, please. At least do that for me because that was too much. But anyway, I mean it's the boys, man. What do you expect?
Now speaking of the deep, what do you guys think of the collective as do you think the collective is a force for good, for
Nope.
evil, or for money?
That depends. First, would you like a Fresca?
What is their whole thing about Fresca, man?
I thought that was going to be like drinking the Kool-Aid type thing. I honestly,
what I
what I thought it was. But then Noe's like, I hate that shit. And he walks away after he'd already drank it. I'm like, no, they just really like Fresca. I'm like, what is that?
Is it a sponsor? Is it
Maybe-
like
Yeah, maybe it was. A
or
sponsor.
thought-
is the head just like obsessed with that drink?
It could be, but like, I honestly thought that was that they were going to kind of be a like, we have some people under a very low hanging mind control. And I honestly thought it was going to be through Fresca. I'm
That's
not
what I
kidding.
thought.
I was convinced. And then I'm like, oh, cool. They're going to be like a second party with their own soups when they like the formula gets out. And then he gets his head popped. I'm like,
I was like, I happen to like Fresca, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
yeah, I was like, what in the world? I was, okay, but it was weird.
It's a different can design too.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, that's not the real Fresca can. So
Yeah,
That leans
I
into
thought it
the
looked
suspicion
weird.
then.
not that I've seen anyway.
Yeah, that's weird. But
Yeah, that was a little strange. But I mean, I don't know. I was getting full cult vibes from that church.
Yeah,
the
there was a
collective
It definitely
thing
felt
anyway.
cultish.
Maybe it's because I've been watching The Vow on HBO Max, but but like I was getting Nexium Keith Raniere vibes here, and I was just going like, dude, if this ends up in like some weird thing,
yeah, but I definitely got
Mack suddenly appears.
Yeah, I got the thing for being a cult, especially because all of a sudden it's like as soon as you start talking, as soon as you don't believe, you're out.
Yeah,
Like they ousted Eagle immediately.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then all of a sudden the Deep was like, oh cool, I'm not in either. He's like, no, and you're not there. Fuck you guys, and he was out immediately. And he's just like, okay, you're done. I'm like, what? He's like, I don't think you're good for our image. What? And you're like, yeah, there's only room for 1 in the 7. I'm like, okay. I don't think they. Oh yeah, because I was like, I thought the math was off because I thought Stormfront was dead. I'm like, they have 2 spots open. You're
Mhm.
just only giving one to A Train and then
Oh.
not giving one to the Deep.
maybe that's a hint.
I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely a cool little addition because I tell you right now, I fucking hated the Deep as a character and an overall inclusion in the show by the end of season 1. Couldn't stand him.
Yeah,
Absolutely
me
couldn't
too.
stand him.
Me too.
I think the actor did a great job, but I
Yeah.
fucking hated the Deep.
Yeah.
Okay, I've read maybe the first couple issues, maybe 2 or 3 issues of the series, and that scene that they had with the Deep and
Starlight.
Starlight, that went differently in the comic, as in it wasn't just the Deep that was in there with her.
Really?
It was all the male superheroes in the 7.
Okay. Well,
See,
then
that's what I'm talking about when I said like Kripke kind of sanded the edges off of
Yeah, I
off of
actually
Ennis's
think the
material.
show is it's better than the comic.
Yeah,
in my
that is a
opinion.
much better handling because then they're making, obviously everyone in the 7 is fucked up in their own special way.
Yeah.
And then this makes them actually individuals. Like the one who's a sex freak, other than Homelander in his own little special ways, is the Deep. And I can't get over some of that shit. I will never forget most of season 1 with Homelander. I could forget the show exists. I will never forget that shit.
And also like Elizabeth Shue, you know, I felt like she was actually one of the people who was keeping Homelander in check.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, like her character was keeping him in check, and like even though it was like the weirdest freaking Oedipal relationship, but well, maybe not as weird as Connor and Cordelia and Angel. Maybe not quite that weird, but it's rivaling that.
Did Connor ever drink her breast milk?
I wouldn't put it past a little shit.
Okay, all right. Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
But like you're right, she did use his fetish kind of to keep control of him.
Yeah, she kind of kept control of him. Sort of.
Speaking of Elizabeth Shue, we need to talk about the shapeshifter dude.
Doppelganger?
Yeah.
That's another one where I'm like, okay, this scene needs to stop. Nope, I can't watch it anymore.
No,
now that I know that's him, I can't. Every time they went back, no. And then when they cut back and they have Anthony Starr in the nightgown instead to show him he's so obsessed with himself, I'm like, stop. Please stop.
I thought he was gonna actually do it. I thought like when they got to that scene, I was like, oh my god, is this actually happening? Like I really thought he was gonna do it.
Yeah. See, that's what we're talking about when okay, a lot of this is disturbing, but it adds to my thesis that this is how you do evil Superman right.
Yeah. Well,
because in order to be evil Superman, you can't be Superman.
Right.
He's not. Superman does not sit on a gargoyle and then masturbate over New York. That was the one where I'm like, why the fuck is this in this show? And then I'm like, no, Homelander would do that. He would.
They should have shown like somebody walking down like on the street level, and then all of a sudden, and it's like, what is this, rain?
or it actually hurts them somehow.
Oh,
like
God.
It fires that fast.
Or it actually like
Because it's like when he throws that baseball, he's like, that's going to kill somebody when it lands in Boston. Like if it just took someone's head off. Because like they have Mother's Milk get strangled with a extendable penis.
Love Sausage.
Was that his name?
Yes.
Oh my God. That took me a second also, when all of a sudden I'm like, there's not the...
Yeah.
Oh God.
And apparently Love Sausage is like different in the comics. Like Love Sausage in the comics, I think was supposed to be like more heroic.
Is his power the same?
Probably.
That's ridiculous.
Well, if you're a bank robber and Love Sausage is the guy you have to fight, I don't know that you want to fight him.
What is he gonna go up against, the circumciser?
I totally want to see that now. Or maybe not.
Circumciser. Love Sausage versus the circumciser on pay-per-view. I don't know. That was one where I'm like, I need to leave. I watched it like 4 to 5 episodes in a row. I'm like, I need to take a break. There's been too much. I just saw a man get strangled with a fucking penis bigger than my arm. I need to step away.
That was like, oh my god.
Oh.
Man, I honestly, Brock, I feel bad that you had to binge the series because I was liking that season 2 was weekly because for certain episodes like I don't know, the end of episode 7, I was glad to like have a week off and process what went down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that from now on. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people speculate that the reason that season 2 was weekly was because, because of the pandemic, entertainment is not being like a lot of shows and TV and film and TV production is put on hold, so they're trying to like space out the content as much as possible. But do you think moving forward they should always go weekly, or would you prefer it all at once?
With longer shows like this, it should go weekly.
I agree.
Especially when they pack as much as they do into these things. There was like 19 storylines in season 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that's one big complaint. I obviously had to binge it. I heard a lot of people say that season 2 is all over the place and they don't get it. And I kind of get that complaint because there was a lot going on in that season. But they all don't like randomly forget that stuff's going on. They make sure everything gets handled. So it was still very good. But I didn't obviously have that luxury. Everybody else has the luxury of like, okay, technically they did that there. Maybe they could do this and whatever. They should do it in the format like this because you don't have to spend a whole day watching it because most people would. It gives you a thing where you can kind of be like, cool, I wonder what happens next week. If the show comes out and you binge it, most people do it in 2 days and you're like, well, I wonder what happens next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you time to process and it gives you time to actually talk about it and to, kind of like, you can have little water cooler chats about it and see what people thought.
Yeah, I agree with that. A show that I was watching this weekend that we'll talk about in Streaming Wars, The Haunting of Bly Manor. It's a Netflix show, and that came out over the weekend. And well, it's great, and I hope people talk about it for a long time. What I don't like about the binge model is that it feels like all of the discussion is kind of like it kind of fizzles out after like the first 2 weeks, whereas I've been talking about The Boys consistently since September.
Absolutely. It's all I've talked about for the past 2 weeks. I could not get away from it. I want to talk with it about everybody.
What I like about it was, in terms of the tone of the show, though, is at least within the first 7 minutes, they tell you what kind of show it is.
Yep.
Like, and that hooked me too. I was like, okay, I'm hooked.
Yep.
Because just seeing how far they were willing to go with it, at least this is the type of show it is, and you can have no doubt about it, and that's part of the reason why I'm able to get through those tough moments, even though it's like it's pretty harsh.
It is, and that's what like my introduction in the first. I can't remember. Does A-Train kill? What's her name again?
Robin.
I was gonna say Rose. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or does the thing with Starlight and the Deep happen first?
That's a good question.
A-Train.
Okay.
A-Train happens first.
It is A-Train?
Because that was within the first like 5 minutes of the show or 7 minutes of the show.
That happens, and I was kind of like, okay, that was really harsh. But the first one that made me think like this show is gonna be something different was oh yeah, I got whatever. Yeah, I used to have a huge crush on you. You turn around and all you see is the Deep's bare ass cheeks and he's masturbating. I'm like, okay.
Man.
Yeah, this is not what I expected. But I guess let's roll with it, see where it goes. And then
It's like, man, I thought Watchmen was harsh.
Yeah, God, boy.
I remember working at Blockbuster and parents coming up to me and renting Watchmen for their kids because superhero movies were coming up at the time, and they were renting it for their kids, and I'm just like, you guys know this is hard R. You know what I mean? Like this is not. Yeah, this ain't Avengers.
No, it is not.
And I liked it. I liked Watchmen for what it was, but yeah.
You could have dealt without the big blue Manhattan hanging around.
That's how it is in the comics, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the comics, it's not like the focus is not really on Dr. Manhattan's blue balls.
Yeah, but
a little bit, but not always. They're just kind of hanging out.
All right, so I guess as we're kind of talking about just the boys in general, is like overall arc-wise, who do you think has had the best development out of the show so far, outside of Butcher, Huey, and Homelander?
Okay,
outside of them,
Starlight.
Oh.
I would also say Frenchie and Kimiko.
And Kimiko, yeah.
Frenchie's really good.
Also, Maeve, Queen Maeve has had a pretty good arc, I think.
Yes.
I have one like I got one gripe with Maeve in season 2, and I guess the series overall. There are times where she seems a bit too passive.
Yeah.
And it really started to bug me in the season finale.
Yeah.
Until she came in like a Deus Ex Machina to.
But you knew she was going to
beat up on.
Oh
yeah. No, I mean that's why I was frustrated, because I know the moment is coming. It's just a matter of waiting for it.
Yeah. Didn't she have that black box in like the 3rd episode?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was either third or 4th.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, she's got the proof. She just got to get it. And I will say one thing moving forward. And I get it because it's the only hard proof you can have to get against people. But for the love of God, I need to have something be a weakness to a superhero other than a cell phone video camera.
Yeah.
Because holy cripes was everyone had a video of everybody. And I can't think of his name. The guy who raised Homelander. Vogelbaum.
Vogelbaum.
Even he was like, what, you're going to say you have I think it was him that said it was like, what, you're going to have a video of me doing blank and blank to what with whoever? I'm like, send it out. I don't care. It got to be the point of where like, even someone else is like, yeah, you've used that card way too many times. I think it was Vogelbaum that said, I could be completely wrong. But yeah, it's, and I'm so thankful that Kripke is doing this show, because for those of you who don't know, he's the guy that started out Supernatural.
Yes.
He loves music. So the reason you're getting all this really sweet Billy Joel love is because of Kripke. Yeah. And also you're getting some people from Supernatural. Like, I'm so happy Jim Beaver is in this show.
Yes.
Because I needed more Bobby Singer in my life, and he's not far off from Bobby Singer in this show.
Not. Also, Brock, you know that Jensen Ackles is coming to season 3.
You have no idea how fucking happy I am that he's in season 3. It's like, I need something. Please, I don't care. He needs to make a Red Hood reference somehow. I don't know how, but he needs to. Or he just has like guns, or they offer him like a red helmet, something. I don't care. Just please, Kripke. I'm so
interested in seeing how he and Homelander interact.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of curious, like, what they're going to do with his character. His name is Soldier Boy.
Yep.
So is he going to be the Captain America stand-in?
It could be. I don't know, but like when they told me that his name is going to be Soldier Boy, like who I wanted to be Captain America, if it was not Evans, I wanted Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.
Like, to me, he would have been perfect.
Was he up for the role before Chris Evans?
There is a giant rumor that he almost got Hawkeye, but he apparently went in for a different role and then turned Hawkeye down again. There is no legitimacy behind it. It's been tossed around by people, so don't even think it's real, but that's just a random rumor by someone with about the credibility about we got this cover was throwing around. But I believe he attempted to go for the role. So yes. But
what's funny is like I can see him in that role. Like, he has the physique for it.
Yeah.
He does. Either way, seeing Jensen Ackles going from Dean Winchester to being someone in The Boys is going to be something else, because he's no longer going to be on TV where the most he could get away with was shooting someone and then every now and then getting to say son of a bitch. Hearing Jensen Ackles be unhinged is going to be amazing.
I am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And Jared Padalecki is moving on to become Walker, Texas Ranger.
Remember where it was like, yeah, we're getting out of Supernatural because we don't want to do acting anymore. Oh, wait, we're not taking a break anyways.
Is he going to sing the theme song that Chuck Norris sang?
I hope so.
I really
Oh,
hope
and
to
you know
God,
who's
yes.
playing? You know who plays Jared Padalecki's wife in Walker, Texas Ranger?
Who?
His wife.
His wife.
Oh, wait, isn't Jared also producing Walker, Texas Ranger?
I think he might be. There's a very good
So
chance.
this is more or less a vanity project disguised as a
Pretty much.
as a reboot.
And he's also from Texas.
There you go.
So yeah. Man, if they could somehow get Jared to show up in The Boys alongside Jensen, just so that Kripke can say that he got both of the guys in there.
Yes.
Oh, please.
This is like a cameo role.
Or just keep dumping more people in. Exactly.
As like one of the church of the people, like from the church or something.
Yes, have like him and Mark Shepard or somebody else be the new head. That'd be so perfect.
Have the guy that plays Castiel in there.
Yeah, Misha Collins. He'd be,
Misha Collins,
man.
throw him in there. Yeah, just throw everybody in there and just be like, what the heck?
I'd be okay with it. They're great actors. They need work.
Yeah.
But
So I'm on the Wikipedia page for The Boys, and I just read something. On October 3rd, 2020, Eric Kripke confirmed that the in-universe pornographic superhero film scenes briefly glimpsed in the second season episode Butcher Baker Candlestick Maker had been produced in full, expressing interest in releasing them under the name Soup Porn to the website of the same name, registered to Sony Pictures, as well as formally requesting Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, Anthony Starr, and other followers of his Twitter page to join him in petitioning Prime Video and Amazon Studios to allow the potential web series to be uploaded.
That would be the biggest cross-media campaign on the planet. No one's ever openly been like, you know what, let's roll the porn industry in. They don't need to make a parody. We're going to make it for real. I need to see, do you have the names of those porn titles? Because they were awesome. I don't remember what they were.
Oh, God. I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
It was something and Big Black Noir. And it was Starlight and like something 3 miles deep. I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
That is almost like Smash Brandy's Coot.
Oh yeah, Smash Brandy's Cooch.
It's great.
And then it was just like, and then the fact that all of this was just to lead to them to talk about cucking. I'm like, why are we like, this is so surreal. I'm watching the kid from Animorphs like 20 years later talking about superhero porn on this couch. He's just like, I'm gonna turn the channel. Do you touch that fucking that remote? I will burn you alive.
I think I found some of these titles. I found it on TV Tropes. Some of the titles are Homelander, Red, White, and Anal. Deep does it in the blowhole.
Yes, that was one of them.
Starlight pulls an A-train. And Queen Maeve, the pleasure slave. Oh, and then there's
oh my God,
Translucent and the Invisible Dong, and Big Black Noir.
Yes, that was the one. Queen Maeve, the pleasure slave. And like that's how self-aware the show is. Like the fact that they got Haley Joel Osment, who can't see ghosts, but now he could like see people's past memories. Like they got so many random.
That was so crazy when he popped up on the show too.
Yeah, they would Kimiko breaks his wrist when he's trying to read his mind. Oh no, that just nothing happy ever happens. It's always like 2 minutes later, and that's a very Eric Kripke thing. Like it's Supernatural also. You were allowed to be happy for 10 minutes, and that was about it.
Which is kind of why I'm surprised that like barring a few moments that like the ending of season 2 is kind of a happy note.
It's kind of a happy ending. Like if they didn't get a season 3, they could just end it there.
Yeah.
At the same time though, it's a little bit bittersweet because one of the characters that I really liked, Becca.
Yeah.
Who is played by the actress who played what's her name?
Patty Spivot.
Patty
Spivot. Isn't Lauren Van Santen?
Chantel Van Santen.
Chantel Van Santen, sorry.
Yeah, she was one of my favorite characters, and unfortunately she got fridged. There's no nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and they don't make it so that like she's openly getting killed. It's like they make it so it's an accident. And I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, man.
And
that makes
Butcher.
it so much worse.
And then like you see the moment where Butcher is ready to Joker this kid with that crowbar.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden Homelander comes and he's like, you know what? I don't like that kid. I fucking hate you a lot more. You touch that kid, we're done.
And he's like, I promised her. So
yeah.
Chantel Van Santen is a great actress, by the way. She's totally awesome. Love her.
I'm in love.
She got such time to shine too in this show and the few scenes that she has. And hopefully they just do a lot of flashbacks so she still gets work.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
She was like the best thing on that series version of Shooter that I know about because my dad watched it incessantly for a while.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, I did not like the show, but I love Chantel Van Santen.
There was another moment that was really something that was one of the moments where I needed to stop watching for a little bit. Oh yeah, Gecko. The SM I don't even know what to describe it as, pleasure thing where they like put the tarps down in the hotel room and just let a guy hack his limbs off.
Wait, that was like from like the first episode, wasn't it? Or
no,
of season 2.
Of season 2, yeah.
Yeah, that things like that, like I'm generally not that squeamish, but moments like that will make me kind of look away. Like, ooh, I didn't need to see that.
Oh, and they linger on it for so long.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I'll let you chop my dick off for an extra $1,000, and then he just goes,
it's like,
nearest
where's
ATM.
The nearest ATM? Yeah. I was like, dude, you got some weird stuff happening.
How do you openly put out a Craigslist ad going, so I don't know who's into what, but if you like to chop off limbs, meet me at the Motel 6 on 49th and I'll let you do it. I'll bring the plastic sheets. It's like, where did we get to this point?
And we'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah, no kidding. And all the blood and everything else.
Yeah. Ooh, man. What a show. What an interesting show.
And they're not afraid to kill people too. Like Shockwave, who was going to replace A-Train. He's gone. Vogelbaum is gone. Becca's gone. All these people are just
everybody in the
roasted.
Senate chamber almost.
Yeah,
Scanners. I had like a Scanners flashback there.
Yeah, exactly. Their CIA hookup chick. I can't think of offed it in the first episode. Yeah.
Oh my god, the only person that I actually liked who ever acted in Blue Bloods. What was her name?
I don't remember, but yeah, I really liked her in this show. But it's just, if you were a person who was helpful in these first 2 seasons, that you were not the main cast, you just died. So they're like, all right, clean slate for the next season. It's like, okay, I guess.
And I remember thinking, like, who in the world did that? Who did the head explodey thing? Because like that was a mystery. They never really picked up on that.
No, and it was
until the end.
Yeah, and they just stopped them. Like, is that a parasite? Is that something? And then
was that Stormfront? Like
Yeah.
because they were just talking about Stormfront when the CIA contact lady got killed.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm like, did she silently send electrodes through her head? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I love how the fact that they just don't explain how
Mm-hmm.
Compound V works. So you can either get a guy who's got a circumference 10-inch dick, or you can explode people's heads. Like, it's just, you get one or the other.
Yeah, they're like they're just vague enough about compound V. Like they don't explain how the drug works. They basically just go like you go from like a normie to a soup.
Yeah. Or you get
Yeah.
like multiple powers even too. Like Homelander can fly and shoot laser beams out of his eyes. And I get it. He's an analog for Superman. Anyone that thinks I didn't get that, I get it. But it's like,
Mhm.
you get a ton of different stuff. And then you also have soups that, to my knowledge, have no powers, like Eagle. He's considered a soup.
Maybe he just has like reflexes, like hyper reflexes or something.
Maybe.
That's
I don't think
possible.
they said anything in the show about it, but
Yeah, I
he
don't
very
think
well
so
could
either.
be. But I don't know. Or like with Stormfront, you could take tons of damage, heal, have storm abilities, and be apparently have the power of longevity, but not immortality, because I'm like, he just had a bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it was like the super soldier serum.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is
maybe they
what-
were more concentrated when they, with the first few
Could be.
experiments that they did.
Could be. And just the interesting fact that there is, before Ryan, and I think it's the coolest thing about this show, they made every single superpowered being in the world. That was a business strategy. Yeah, that's nuts to me.
That's crazy. Like when they were trying to, when they try to figure out which city what soup is going to go to and all that, the economics of it.
Yeah, and now we're going to sell it to terrorists so that we have people to fight to raise our stock prices. I'm like, what happens when you get someone that's 5 times stronger than Homelander? Oh, we'll worry about it if it happens. I'm like, if?
It's not a question of if. It's a matter of when.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And especially when I just can't get over the fact that how they finally took care of Black Noir was feeding him a fucking almond joy.
Dude, that was hilarious. I was like, wow.
That must have been like a parody of like absurd weaknesses of superheroes. Like take Green Lantern for example. His weakness is the color yellow.
Wasn't there a comic where Batman, I believe it was a Frank Miller issue, where Batman just painted an entire room gold?
I wouldn't put it past him.
I thought it was, but yeah, that's
when they were doing the whole like Blackest Night thing and all that stuff, where the Green Lanterns all had the rainbow colors and stuff that Jeff Johns was doing. I think they made Batman. I think they gave him like a yellow fear ring or something.
Oh yeah, he's had a fear ring, that's for sure. I don't know of the comic, but I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah.
It's a unique, coming from a person who attempted at one point to write a comic book and got like the bare bones of it done, but never even a try to get it like past anything. Nothing other than like few really bad pencil drawings were done. It's hard to come up with stuff. And I never would have thought of, you just throw a formula out there and then people grow up and it's like, that's a really simple idea, but I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's like instant superpowers.
Exactly. And then you can make up your own bullshit, whatever you want. But it's definitely different than anything I have watched. And give or take, I don't watch nearly as much as you guys do, but yeah, it's
yeah, it's a very it's a show that isn't trying to be subtle, which I think is what I respect about it. I think the show is kind of on the same like wavelength as Watchmen, both like the movie and the HBO series. But the only difference is The Boys isn't trying to be prestige where Watchmen is.
No, not at all. And yeah, it's weird where you're rooting for the people you normally wouldn't root for in these situations. Like at the start of the show, I had no idea that originally I was supposed to be rooting for like Carl Urban, or I should say Billy, Huey, Marvin, and Frenchie. And I was kind of like, oh, they're douchebags, but I should still be a fan of the Seven. And all of a sudden I'm like, no, hold on. The further I'm watching this, I'm like, all of them are a bunch of fuckheads. I should not like them. And yeah, it's just weird. And there's points where you shouldn't be rooting for anybody at certain episodes where it's like, because everyone is doing something really messed up and they could be doing it in different ways. And yeah, it's something else.
The one thing I knew about the comic before watching the series was I knew the premise was the boys are like if the Seven are like the Empire, then the boys are the rebellion.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's probably like the simplest way to like really boil down the protagonist versus antagonist relationship.
Okay.
But because this isn't a Garth Ennis property, it's completely morally gray. Like,
yeah,
nobody's a saint except for maybe Huey.
Yeah.
And even he's kind of a douchebag at first because he's lying to Annie.
Yep.
But, it's like the bullshit excuse of I'm lying to protect you when really you're just lying to cover your own ass.
Yeah, and he had a latent sociopath waiting inside of him, and you see it real quick when they're dealing with Translucent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And man, like that he flips on a dime when all of a sudden they're like getting ready to go, like, no, dude, we're done. And he gives him the information and he blows him up anyway. That was just like, and then that was another thing. I forgot about that. You just see Frenchie looking at a turtle poking its head out. Guys, I've got an idea. We need to get him unconscious. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Just stick some C4 up his ass. That works. Speaking of the boys, Kiona, you said how much of the boys have you read?
Not much, just maybe the first 2 issues.
Mike, how much of it have you read?
I've never read a full issue. I just kind of know of the series through cultural osmosis.
Okay. Is there ever an explanation behind why Marvin Milk gets the nickname Mothers?
That was a question that was asked on one of the post shows, I think.
Okay.
And I can't remember what Eric Kripke was saying or what they said about it.
Yeah,
I don't know what the origin is.
If I ever find the answer, I will certainly let you guys know. But
okay, the story behind his name is that as a baby, his mother attempted to wean him off her breast milk, but every time she did, he would start to die. His mother's milk was the equivalent of his life force. This carried him into his adult life.
Interesting.
Huh.
Apparently. Mother's milk is saying nothing weird. The story behind him is, another woman's breast milk would have the same effect, but we'll get to why shortly. What the fuck? More breast milk crap. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's so gross. I don't like it. I don't put that down. Put it away. Put that down. I will turn this damn podcast around right now. Oh, and I found it myself too. That was the first moment where I'm like, Butcher hates soups, and I thought when he was called Mother's Milk that was a soup name, because that doesn't sound like a nickname anyone should ever have. But I guess that makes sense. Like, his just digestive tract couldn't handle it. I don't know, but okay, whatever.
It's a weird nickname, but it doesn't matter because the actor who plays him he's just so cool and down to earth.
Laz Alonso. Now that I'm thinking about it, doesn't every time that they eat, doesn't he drink milk?
Wait,
you know?
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think we broke Brock, everyone.
Oh no. But anyways, going on to different subjects. Yes, Laz Alonso, the main cast for everyone, they knocked out of the park.
Oh, absolutely.
I can't think of any weak links in the entire show. Everyone's amazing. Even, what's her name? She's literally there just to get bitched at by everybody. Ashley. Even her, she's perfect for what she needs to be. She's just there to get bitched.
She was like the annoying neighbor in Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hated her in that.
Could you guys keep it down?
She also plays an actress in a movie within a movie in Charlie Kaufman's I'm Thinking of Ending Things. She's the waitress in the Robert Zemeckis parody.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know about that.
But yeah, the actress who plays Ashley, she has like the perfect. She kind of has like the perfect expression for like, I'm the person at this company that everyone hates, but I'm too important to get rid of.
Yes, and she knows that.
Yes, she certainly does.
Just-
Oh my God.
And she's very good at acting scared. Like some of those conversations she has with Homelander.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's just waiting to get her face lasered off, and man, oof. Yeah.
Now I have to ask, do you miss Madam Stillwell in season
No.
2?
I kind of
No.
do.
I don't need to state the reason why I don't miss Madeline Stillwell.
I understand.
She was very good at being diet, but I will say her way that she handled Homelander was very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the thing that I miss about her is that
Yes.
she's, she was much more of a nuanced, like, like you almost bought what she's selling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas with
Gus Ferengi.
with oh God, Stan Edgar.
Yeah.
Why can I never remember that name? Anyway, yeah, Stan Edgar. With him, he's like a blunt instrument. He will just he will just tell you, he'll tell you off to your face, and he'll just be like, I'm the head of this company. Whatever I say goes, and that's it.
Yeah.
But whereas she was like, if anything, like she would have taken a hard stance with Butcher, but at the same time, like they could have come to a compromise.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I get that. The reason why, obviously, I don't know in the comics of Stillwell if she gets murdered or
Yeah, I'm
if
not
she
sure.
does in the way that she gets Superman lobotomized. But no, she gets Billy Batson from Injustice 1, if I want to be accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they obviously needed a replacement, but then they needed someone that wasn't intimidated by Homelander and wouldn't give him any leeway. So I guess that's why they had it. But the fact that they had someone that could have the most powerful dude on the planet at that point in the palm of her hand at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And she was very good at what I want to say. She was very good at basically handling anybody. There's very few times where people get an upper hand on her. And it was the guy that I'm not gonna be able to think of his name because he's only in one episode. The dude that was trying to get Namibian. What's his name? Prince. The soup from episode 1. Namibian Prince. I can't think what it is, but it's the guy that Homelander slices his plane in half. Like that was the only guy that ever like really got anything on her, and then she just had to deal with it. But then Homelander killed him obviously right away. But yeah,
that's like the thing I miss about Stillwell is like she had an answer for everything.
She was the political machinations lady, like she was the Machiavellian person, and I feel like we've been missing that in season 2, but it's gonna happen in season 3 now that we know Victoria Newman is kind of shady.
Yeah,
and can blow your head up at any time.
Yeah, she's gonna be a scary version of Stillwell that is
she is gonna be scary.
And no one's gonna. She is so good at playing a helpless person. But now I'm. Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, that scene at the end of episode 7 where she's just like, she's as freaked out as everybody else, so you don't think it's her. They really got me on that. Like I had no idea it was going to be her.
I do love like how like there was a red herring like pretty much every time they tried to figure out who did it. Like I was convinced it was Stormfront until she denied it. Like I don't have that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it was me?
Yeah, it's pretty much I could have killed him, but I didn't. I can't do it that way. I'm waiting to see in season 3 if they have her have the moments where like someone exits a room and she has the availability to flip on a dime and turn into the person that no one sees in the public image. I want to see a good amount of scenes like that now that this is a person that literally nobody has suspicions of. And then she's just, yeah, I don't. And especially when she's going to have to be that way around Huey. Huey is very good at figuring people out and calling them out on their shit, despite the fact that he could easily get his ass pounded in. Especially with like Butcher. He was one of the few people. He's the Lenny. He was the person that was Butcher's canary. I love that comparison, by the way, too. That was so good. Man.
Also, Butcher's brother is named Lenny.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just their relationship is so good. There was a great meme on Facebook where it shows Butcher really pissed off and he's like talking to Huey, and then it's got him just the biggest smile on his face when he says talking about Huey. Oh man. Here's a question. What comic book character do you think Carl Urban plays better? Judge Dredd or Billy Butcher?
Oh, he plays them both so good. He's perfect in both roles, though, dude.
I know. That's why it's really hard. And he has an equal amount of screen time almost in comparison.
Okay, I'll say this. I'm gonna say, and I know this is gonna sound like recency bias. I'm gonna say Butcher because you get to see his eyes and you get to see him emote more.
That is very true.
But if he can do both,
I mean, keep
when we get over this whole COVID thing, if we ever do, God willing,
November will let us know.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We'll see. Yeah, that is such a tough question for me because I love him as Dredd. Love him as Dredd. But also what you said, Mike, it's more of a full performance. Plus he can build the character from step one, basically, on The Boys. So
exactly.
Whereas Dredd is kind of an unchanging character.
That is very true. That is true.
That and you're comparing one movie to 16 episodes of television.
It's a little bit of an apples to oranges comparison, but
I was trying to think in my head. I'm like, they split up the screen time pretty well. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, does he have about 2 hours worth of total screen time in The Boys? I was like, but yeah, I get it. It's a lot longer over. Coming off of this, go ahead.
Well, one more thing I wanted to say about Dredd real quick is that the thing that I liked about that movie too was that he was kind of a mentor figure in that movie in a strange way. And that was an interesting kind of take.
That is very true.
But
I need to go back and watch Dredd.
It's really good.
What you were saying. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, hopefully we can get him to say, I am the law.
Yeah.
In The Boys. Just in that accent would be the best.
Oh my God, that would be great.
I am the law, yeah?
I'm the law, you fucking cunt. And I love how also Huey point blank calls him out on how people always get inaccurately called a pussy when they're being weak. And someone finally in a movie or a TV show called him out where he's like, you're saying it all wrong. You're meaning people's weak. They could take a lot of punishment. And I've based almost every life decision I've ever made based off of them. Oh, man. Oh, that's just... everyone, I cannot say it enough. Everyone is so well damn cast in this movie for what they want them to be. Just, I hope Jack Quaid gets more work off of this because.
Me too. Oh, that one episode, was it episode 7 where they ended with Starlight's like anthem?
Yes.
Oh my God. So freaking funny. I was like cracking up at that because that was a perfect ending song.
Yeah. Was it also, I don't know if was that same episode where they were in the car ride and she could not get anything but her anthem off the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That was so good.
That was so funny though, because it's like, it shows off her talent, but at the same time, it also kind of lampoons how every time something really bad happens or every time there's like something really serious going on in the world, what do? Is we have somebody like sing a really insipid pop anthem.
It is very, very true. But
like, yeah, that's what I love about this show is that they are just totally mocking society, which I also do in my free time.
Yes. We need to have more episodes of Mother's Milk being a chaperone for those two on a date.
That's
Oh,
the thing I love. Like I love the small moments like that when characters just get to talk about themselves
Yeah.
and I'm
and
going to be
and talk about
bunking.
donuts.
And I'm going to be bunking with mother's milk. Good choice. Oh yeah, the donut talk with the comparing the dads. That's right. That was so good. And like his OCD moments that I never mentioned that she brings up, man, like tapping the thing 3 times for signaling. It was, I wonder if that's, yeah, it's, oh, I really like Mother's Milk if you haven't noticed. He's one of my favorite characters in the
He's
entire
great.
show. He's so good.
He's awesome.
Has he been in a lot of other stuff that I would recognize or Laz from? Or is this
Let
one of
me
the first?
see.
He was in Avatar. He was in the first Fast and the Furious movie.
Huh.
He was in LA's Finest. He was in Armed, Mysteries of Laura, Single Ladies. He was back in Fast
Wait,
and
he was in
Furious.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Really?
Breakout Kings, Southland. He was back in Fast and Furious 6, but uncredited. He was in Stomp the Yard. What? He was in Bones. Okay. Entourage as Snoop's assistant.
Huh.
Oh, good. Hope this gets him a lot more work because, man, all these are is like one episode offs since like 2000.
Yeah, I need to wait. He was in Constantine. What?
Shut the hell up. Where?
He's the morgue security guard.
Huh.
The movie Constantine or the show?
The movie.
Oh, the Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
Also, they had I can't think of his name from the originals as A Train's brother was another small one that I noticed was a CW thing. If anyone watches the originals.
I have watched some of the Vampire Diaries, so
Hope that all these guys get really long-lasting careers off this.
actually a fairly decent show.
So as we're winding down, what are some of your favorite episodes from either season 1 or season 2?
Outside of Love Sausage, I really liked the Sage Grove episode because you got a lot of backstory with Serge in
was
that
a really
one.
cool episode. Yeah.
Backstory with that was also another moment. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was going to say the backstory with Becca. The first time you get to see it, the moment where they had Homelander talking with Vogelbaum about how Becca died, and you see the kid clawing its way out of her stomach.
Oh God,
Oh.
I forgot about that scene.
Yeah, that was one where I went, okay, what you? But like that was a really good one because it led to the miscarriage thing with Stillwell. Like she's a really good liar, but when she doesn't know the full story, she can't lie correctly. So that was another great episode. The I can't remember what the episode name is, but the one with the airliner when Homelander and Maeve try and rescue the people. Because that was the one where I was fully convinced that Homelander is the worst person on the planet outside of Stillwell.
Oh yeah, I think that might be probably like one of the biggest turning points of the series. Not because we didn't know how bad Homelander was, but like now there's like witnesses.
Yeah, and that speech at the end where it's like, if we would have known right away, we could have got to that plane and saved everybody else. And Maeve just has to shake her head because she's terrified of Homelander doing something. I'm just like, oh, and that was the moment where I'm just like, I'm looking at Albert Wesker. That's what I'm doing right now. That is what I'm doing.
True.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, yeah, those are mine. And like the rest of them just always have really good moments, but like those are the ones that had the most like consistency of just like moment after moment after moment of stuff happening. And then the last episode of season 2, obviously, it was just nonstop the whole way through.
Oh yeah. I think some of my favorite episodes are in season 1. It's tough because I did watch, like at the time I watched the whole thing in basically a day. So some of the episodes kind of blur together. But one of the episodes I liked was I forget exactly which one it was. It was Annie and Huey's like first date.
Oh, the bowling alley?
Yeah, the bowling alley.
Nice.
That's when I knew that's when I knew that I was really going to like these two characters. And
Calls
that
her out
they're
on her
and
shit about bowling.
yeah, and that's when they establish these two are endgame. From season 2, it's the mental hospital one
Yeah.
is one of my favorites. The finale because the end, and the other one probably like the first episode of season 2, because that's when they really start to set up the new status quo.
That is for sure a lot more of what the show was going to be.
I think like the second half or even like from episode 4 on of season 1, I really liked that whole run. Because you had the female of the species, which was the introduction of Kimiko.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good for the soul, just because I like all the religious sort of
Oh,
commentary.
yeah.
The Innocence was kind of an interesting one. The Self-Preservation Society with the flashbacks to Butcher. I think it was that episode where they flash back to like the holiday party, the Christmas party.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And then their 2 season finales have been great. Like season 2, I liked
the introduction to
Sage
the
Grove.
collective.
Yeah. Sage Grove was good. What was the one where they fought with Black Noir, where he tracked them down and Butcher and everybody had to fight with Black Noir?
At the house where he went to go visit his aunt.
Yeah.
That was after.
Was that
We gotta go now?
Maybe. That was where he split with the guys. That was like episode 4 or 5. It was one of the mid episodes.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly which one, because he leaves because, oh, wow. Why does he walk away from them again? Oh, because she refuses to leave. She refused to leave without the kid. That's what it was.
That's right.
And he calls him a soup freak, and that's why he goes away. Yep, that's what it was.
And Butcher Baker Candlestick Maker was good too.
Yeah. Really, I think just the second half of season 2.
The second halves for both seasons were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the first 4 episodes in both seasons are just setting up what's going to happen, and then they just rapid fire it from like episode 5 all the way down. And I like the fact that it's 8 episode seasons. Like it's not like super long.
I'm really starting to think like 8 is the sweet spot when it comes to like web television, like shows on Netflix or Amazon or any of the streaming services. 8 seems to somehow be the sweet spot, because as I've observed watching the Marvel Netflix shows, 13 is too long because it gets too padded.
And they slow it down a lot.
Yep.
Like that was my thing with The Punisher, was that if I'm watching The Punisher, I expect fast paced, but it wasn't. And I was a little disappointed in that, even though I ended up liking season 1 overall, but those first few episodes were so padded.
I really liked season 2, but I agree wholeheartedly that things moved at kind of a snail's pace.
Yeah.
And even though the Defenders was only 8 episodes, that still had the same pacing problems as the other shows
to a degree. Yeah, but you still had like more interactions between them, so it kind of evened it out.
Right.
And the
like
worst
if you could
part
do
is
if you could do good character interactions between all of them, like Jessica Jones just constantly taking the piss on Iron Fist, and just like completely destroying him verbally. I always like that. So
yeah. The worst part is, and like me and Mike talk about this constantly when we used to do Arrowverse reviews, is the 24 episodes is murder for trying to tell stories because you can't close things up.
Yeah.
And these first 2 seasons of The Boys, they cover so much in 16 total episodes. Because they never have a moment where they're not doing something in the show.
Yeah, exactly. They have to.
Yeah.
Like it forces you to be more inventive.
Also, these shows are a little bit more expensive, so
yeah.
So you have like shorter seasons, but you put more elbow grease into them.
Yeah.
That's why the BBC only has like 3 episode seasons, 3 episode volumes.
Yeah, and they're all like, and each episode's like an hour and a half long.
Yeah,
exactly. But one thing I'm excited for is that the show already has a good budget, but The Boys, view-wise and like stream number-wise, is obliterating everything else.
Yep.
So that budget gonna go up.
Yeah. And they're doing a spin-off.
Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Aside from the hopeful release of Suit Porn,
God, I forgot about that till you just mentioned it again.
no, but for real, the spin-off is it's called G-Men, and it's basically the Boys universe version of kind of like Hunger Games meets Sky High.
Yeah.
Oh boy, is that a combination of things I thought I'd never hear in the same sentence.
Yeah. Described as being part college show, part Hunger Games, the spin-off is to be set at America's only college exclusively for young adult superheroes, run by Vought International. The spin-off is described as an irreverent, R-rated series that explores the lives of hormonal competitive supes as they put their physical, sexual, and moral boundaries to the test, competing for the best contracts in the best cities.
So we're gonna get to see their version of the school for gifted youngsters.
Yep.
Basically.
I'm so excited.
Basically.
Because if I get to see a version of Charles Xavier that's a douchebag, I'm gonna be quite excited. The skeevy college professor, Charles Xavier, give me that all day.
Be like, have you heard of heterochromia?
And they already had their version of Wolverine, but she's dead.
Popclaw, yeah.
The fact that she died for that. Oh, that was another thing.
That was ridiculous.
The heroin overdose thing, and the literal death by snoo when she crushes that guy's head. Oh no. I was like, it would be really funny if she crushes that guy's head when she orgasms, and then she did it and I'm like,
There's a lot of disturbing stuff like that in this show, but that's why we love it.
Oh,
what does that say about us?
Like, yeah, you should watch this show. Oh, what happens in this episode? Oh yeah, she can't pay her rent, so she has that guy eat out her ass, and she accidentally crushes his head when she orgasms. It's really great. You should give it a try after Sunday church. It's awesome.
In the first episode, some guy who's supposed to be the Flash basically runs through another person, and all that's left is blood and guts.
And it's because he's on a drug overdose.
He brags about it later, and he laughs.
Yeah, and the fact of how they present that scene too is like all you slowly see is the blood, and then you zoom down to Robin.
That was
and
crazy.
The hands.
That was crazy, man.
But boy, does it leave an impression.
Yeah,
It does. Eric Kripke, when he has ideas, he knows what he wants to do.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Very good.
This has been a very fun conversation. Brock, I'm especially glad that you jumped onto the boys, being the big Supernatural fan that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, when they kept talking about, I legitimately forgot that Kripke was doing this show, because the last show that he was going to do after Supernatural, like for anyone who's watched Supernatural, he wanted it to end at 5 episodes. And if you watch the show and you see how they kind of stinger it to get the 6th season, you could tell how he wanted it to end, which it's all good. Then he tried, that show where everyone lost their electricity, or like the world got put
Revolution.
Revolution. Thank you. That I hear didn't last very long.
It didn't.
But it's like, he's a very talented person who knows how to visualize what he wants. And then I'm like, yeah, I heard he's getting another thing. And then I totally spaced it out because I haven't watched anything from him. And then all of a sudden I start watching this again and I'm like, that's right. This was the show.
I will always love Supernatural for that one episode where they went into all the TV shows or something.
Changing channels,
yes. And then they end up on the Japanese game show that's called Nutcracker.
What is he going to do? Oh, no!
Hiro Kanagawa, by the way, that actor who played the game show host there, the Nutcracker host, he was excellent.
The worst part is that is not parody. There are actual game shows like that there. There is one that, small tangent, then we could be done. Like, I didn't know about it till I watched the Game Grumps. There's just a TV show over there where you answer trivia questions, and if you get one wrong, a man's bare naked ass slowly approaches you for every wrong answer you have. No, Japan's weird.
I love it. I love it. It's like on the Simpsons episode where George Takei was the game show host in Japan, and he says to them, "Your game shows reward knowledge. We punish ignorance."
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
You remember Most Extreme Elimination Challenge?
I have it on DVD.
Oh my god.
And he played Extreme Elimination Challenge. That was the only reason I ever watched Spike.
Yeah, man.
Nick Romano and Kenny Blankenship. That was the first time where I didn't realize what the dubs were. I was so young when I watched it. I was kind of like, they have really American sounding voices.
And then you realize, wait a minute.
And then it was just like, yeah, the show was so dumb and they ran out of footage. I'm pretty sure that's why that they stopped doing it. I believe the show they were watching is Takeshi's Castle.
Yes, it was. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, man, that thing was gold. I could still hear that. Oh,
do you guys remember also, like, while we're talking about cheesy game shows, do you remember like the old American game show called American Gladiators?
That and Dog Eat Dog.
Yep.
Yeah. So freaking funny.
It was like Malibu and I can't remember any of it, like, and then it's basically what Titan Games is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so much like just like Surfer Dude, like bruh, like all these personalities. It was
The American Gladiators, man. That was so like they had Storm and like
they had X-Men names for crying out
all
loud.
these X-Men names. Like, yeah.
This TV will never get back again.
The game show
great.
industry is like
It's something.
on another planet.
That's why they get the Game Show Network. That was one of the only things I watched when I was younger, and I would watch like old freaking match games and stuff like that with Charles Nelson Riley and all that. Man, I'm getting to be an old man. Just feel it. I hate these dang newfangled TV shows.
Can you imagine how I feel? I'm like sitting here like, I'm getting gray hairs, guys. It's not fun. It's not fair anymore. Life is not fair.
No, especially this year. Thank God we released that TV.
This year, yeah. 2020.
Good thing we had the boys to
Good thing
to keep us sane.
Okay, a couple of things that I want to say about the boys real quick about the cast is that Karen Fukuhara is the cutest person alive. If you've seen her on like the behind the scenes stuff, like the Aisha Tyler hosted the behind the scenes stuff on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
That's called like it's called like Inside the Boys or something. So she's on the finale episode of that, and she is just the cutest thing.
If I'm not mistaken, she also plays Katana in Suicide Squad.
She was Katana
right?
in Suicide Squad.
She's also the voice
awesome.
of Kipo in the Age of Wonder.
Yeah. So like you said, I know we talked about this one time, Mike, but yeah, her career is going pretty well.
Oh yeah,
And she has to come back as Katana again because she's really good.
Yes.
I would love
also,
that.
Aya Cash, who plays Stormfront, who is actually not a Nazi. Everybody, come on now.
Yeah,
Aya
that
Cash
is
is
dumb.
super cool. She's super cool. She's amazing. And everybody should watch You Are the Worst. But yeah, so as I was saying, Aya Cash is awesome on You're the Worst. So definitely more people should watch that show. It was really good.
I will put that on my list because
You are the worst.
Aya Cash is really good at being the worst.
She is actually, and I mean that in a complimentary way.
Oh yeah, she was very.
But no,
unflinching in the
she's
show.
well, it's her and also the guy who was playing opposite her was I think his name is
Chris Gere.
Yeah, and even Cora herself is on that show. Janet Varney, she played a character on that show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love that show. So anyway, I mean, look at these names, okay? Like Aya Cash played Gretchen Cutler, and Chris Gere played Jimmy Shive Overly is his name.
Nice.
The one rapper whose name is Shitstain.
Yeah, I really need to watch this show.
Oh wow, nice.
The other guy's named Honey Nuts.
Okay, so
Anyway,
before we go, one last thing I want to do is give the floor to Kiona because he has a section on the website called the Comics Corner.
there we go.
Oh, the comics column, yes. So we just started a thing. I'm working on the third issue, the third column, called the Comics Column, and it's a website only thing. It's just an article. It's not a podcast. Basically, I read through a bunch of comics and just do little capsule reviews. And well, the Joker War one was actually pretty long, but I'm trying to make it so that I go over at least maybe 5 to 8 comics and just write little reviews of them and try to keep a good mix of Marvel, DC, and indies in there. Yeah, it's just something that not too many people have apparently seen it on the website, so I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit and just say that if you guys are interested in reading comics and stuff, it's cool. One of the things that kind of gets to me a little bit is like you go to Comic Cons now and it's not really about the comics anymore. It's about all the adaptations and everything, and that's fine, but it's just got to remember our roots a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the root of all this stuff that we're enjoying is comics. The Boys are a comic, like Avengers, of course, is a comic, and X-Men is finally getting a push from Marvel, again, like after years of not really getting one. The Ten of Swords crossover is really, really good, guys. I've found a wrestling comic by like this company called Mad Cave Studios. It's called Over the Ropes.
Really?
Yeah, it's a wrestling comic, and it's actually it's an original storyline. And the guy that they have as like the champion, as like the main good guy in the book is he kind of looks like Sting.
Nice. Speaking of wrestling comics, anyone who has not seen them, and I hope you have, Kiona, you should look up the Ultimate Warrior comics.
I knew someone was going to bring this up.
I really need to, yeah.
Because those things are ridiculous.
They are,
dude, all those comic books, yeah.
They are as wild as the Ultimate Warrior himself. It's insane.
You want to hear him do monologues about a scorpion in the middle of the desert for like 6 issues. It's the stupidest shit. He's a weird man. Weird man. Changed his name to Ultimate Warrior just so they couldn't get the copyright.
Yeah. So like in my first column, I kind of covered like the titles like Cyberpunk 2077, The Trauma Team, which is a Dark Horse comic, also Lonely Receiver, which I hope to get those guys on our show as an interview, the people that wrote and drew Lonely Receiver, because that's a really good, like a horror relationship book. Nice. Kind of an anti-romance, which I love.
Ooh.
Covered Gotham Central and Sandman in that first column. So like, we go over some of the classics as well as the new stuff. And in the second one, I kind of did a look at Joker War and took a look at Over the Ropes and Miles to Go, which is another indie book. So yeah, we try to have a little bit more written content on the site. So hopefully that'll work for everybody.
Yeah, so if you're ever looking for comic book recommendations, definitely check out Kiona's comic column. Mm-hmm. And with that will conclude this episode of Capes on the Renegade Pop Culture Network. Before we head out, Brock, where can everyone find you online?
You can find me at Everything Organoid Zero, mostly Twitch. Other than that, me and Mike do fresh takes. We're currently going through Gurren Lagann. And Mike, something for Mike pretty soon, depending upon when we want to get to it. He will get his first fresh takes. It'll be a one-off because it is not a series. I'm pretty excited about it. I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays and most Fridays. So if you want to come and check it out, it's free. You don't got to subscribe. I just appreciate having the people to talk. So it's cool.
And
awesome.
Kiona?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Neoplasmic24. Also on Facebook and Twitter at Kiona Tang, KeonaTang. Renegade Pop Culture on Twitter and Facebook at Ren Pop Culture. And the Facebook group is at facebook.com/group/RPC42.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Captain K42. Check out all my quick thought reviews on letterboxd.com/Coach K42. And find me in all the various Facebook groups, including our own, just at my name. Don't forget, you can find our podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, wherever you get them. Mm-hmm. And last but not least, check out renegadepopculture.com. Need an escape? So do we. That concludes this episode of Capes. We will catch you guys later. Peace out.